Okay guys, I've been coming here every night after work, working on different things. I haven't been making any videos. I've been postponing everything, blaming stuff on coronavirus, blaming stuff. Excuses. So we're gonna start right in. Whatever I'm working on right now is this Kawasaki Vulcan. You guys can see it's kind of half apart. I've been trying to do a carburetor job on it for the past, I don't know, week. I've been very distracted, so still not done. I already taken this bike apart like twice already, but every time it's something else. So I guess you're here for the little ride. So the only thing that's off this bike right now is the seat. This is not really a DIY video. The seat is pretty straightforward to take out. It's just one 10mm bolt in the back. So to take out the carburetor on this bike, I have to take out this bracket. I have to take off the tank, which implies taking off the gauges and everything. And then when I'm able to lift the tank off, then I have more reach to the carburetor itself. It has some linkages. So basically I have a rebuild kit. I think it's missing one of the O-rings from the accelerator pump. So it's leaking some fuel from there. I had replaced the, how you call this? The diaphragm from the accelerator pump, but it's missing the O-ring. So me putting a new O-ring there should stop the fuel leak. I don't know how the lighting's gonna work here, but bear with me, it's gonna be the first video in the shop. Before that, let me just give you guys a quick tour. This is my humble shop. This is the seat. Not that many tools. Very disorganized toolbox, but it does the job. Some old Go Fast parts. My rusty Camaro. Some beer. My other project, Prelude, another project. The lift itself is a freaking project, so. Some bikes, some projects, things along the wall. It's a mess. It could be worse. Another project, some space that I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing with. I'm just trying not to park more projects in here. I got my uniforms that I wear sometimes. What else? Let's just get closer to things. This is yeah. And that was an interesting project. I'll make some videos for this bike. Shadow. This is the real piece of shit project. More projects. I just tend to accumulate projects. This is a small compressor. As you can see, this is definitely a freaking project. Let's see. Give you guys a quick tour. It's a motorcycle lift that I rarely use. It's kind of a game room. The cameras working. Some books show my cumulative knowledge over the years. You guys can catch some, I call this, some titles. Some very interesting books, actually. If you can see everything, but if you pause it, you'll be able to see them. I had some interesting years when I was interested in cars. Old stereo system, stupid games, some helmets. The thing right on the wall. What else? There's no games here. We used to have. These are some throwing knives I got off Amazon. Probably throw some knives for you guys. You know what? Let's do this. So basically, board's empty. We got 3 knives. I kind of learned how to throw knives from YouTube, which is funny. So basically, you gotta calculate how many turns it takes for you to hit the board with the tip of the knife. So I have 3 knives. I already measured it. This is like my mark actually. So I stand right here. And if I do if I hold the tip of the knife, it should go straight into the target. So I'll do some practice throws with you guys. Let's see, catching this live, me holding the camera. Okay, not too bad. You see, this is my mark. Knife, point at the target. Yeah, miss. Yeah, that would happen on camera, huh? All right, holding the camera kind of annoying. Yeah, and that happens too, actually. I just need to, how do I say that? Get some carpet because it messes up the tip of the knives. So I should put the camera down so I can actually get some good throws. But I'll try it again with the camera holding. Let's see. Oh, shoot. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Pretty close there. Back up half an inch. Like you see. There you go. Not too bad. They're not square, but get what I'm saying. These get deeper because I kind of threw them harder. All right, back to the bike. Make myself some drinks. Get a little more comfortable. Then we'll get started. Okay guys, before I get started, I don't have any fancy recording material. I mean, not material. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Some random stands from Amazon. Mostly this one. It's probably gonna stay on the stool. And then some lights. I got those lights from Walmart. That's what you see illuminating the whole warehouse. All right, let's get to this. So the first thing I'm gonna do, since the seat's already off, let me show you guys how the seat was on. So this is how the seat goes on to this bike. Oh yeah, like I was saying before, this bike is a project, not a project, but I just bought it. Thing is, I got some serious riding coming up, like 10 hours. But the bike won't idle, and the way it's acting, it has to do with the back carburetor or clogged carburetor. So it just has a 10mm bolt right there. You undo this, it comes right off. So easy stuff. All right. First things first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take these 3 10s off, and then I'll catch up with you guys. All right. Normally, when you're working on a bike or anything mechanical, for that matter, you should like undo the battery terminals. I don't need that. So for this gauge or for this bike, the 2 up top are really holding the metal plate. This is what's holding the whole gauge cluster. So once you do the bottom one, the whole gauge cluster should be able to come off. There you go. Now from under the gauge cluster, you have the speedometer that I'm unscrewing. I don't know if you want to see, you guys see it. Get some light. How does this thing work? It's been a while. There you go. It's the shiny thing with the screw looking, thumb screw looking thing. This is the speedometer right there, and then a couple light switches. Might not finish the whole video tonight, of course, because I have to take this thing off. I'll probably get to the point where I take off the carburetor, and then tomorrow night we'll get to the point where I actually replace the. You guys see me? Yeah, you guys can see me. Where I replace the main screws and all of that. I'm not replacing any jets. I'm just replacing exactly what I need so I can make that right. You guys gotta watch out with metal on metal contact because that will mess up your tank paint. But however, this bike is old, so I don't really care about that like that. It needs to be painted anyways. Okay, speedometer, and then the 2. This is for the lights, for indicator for being in neutral and all of that, and then this is the backlight for the actual gauge. Okay, I have one 12mm bolt here, another 12mm bolt here. Let's get a drink. Cheers. I mean, here's some rum, but I already poured some Pepsi in it because it was almost out anyways. I don't have a cup here, so whatever. Should put some background music. You know what? It's a great idea. Let's do this. So it's raining, but we're gonna make it work. We gotta undo this for the petcock. Looked like it was loose from before. Look at this. Like I said, I already took this bike apart like twice. Nice.
Actuated petcock right there, so I can stay on there. This is how the back frame looking. Got extra gas on my trip, one saddlebag. Bike was pretty dope, but needs some work. So, the carburetor is held on. I mean, it's tied into this V shape with the engine thing. I don't think you guys can see it. Let me see. The black metal looking thing. Oh, let's see. There you go with the dot. And where you see those two screws right there, that's all holding the carburetor on. So, in this bike, I think I put it 3 times already. So, the screws are tight enough to hold the carburetor in and not have any vacuum leaks because there's no boost or the vacuum is not too crazy. However, I'm able to just pull it off without having to undo these screws because these screws are old. I need new ones anyways. I can see this is not a professional video. Yeah, so I'll just undo these 2 pins right here and then off the carburetor comes.
I should put you on this side, but so off you go with the carburetor. So what's holding it on right now is the main fuel line right there that goes in the bowl, and those linkages on the side right there, which I was able to take off by just undoing this main screw right here, and this whole contraption comes off, and then you just take these off. So the problem with this, actually, why I'm not taking it off completely, it's because I think there's an O-ring missing in here. So I'll take it apart and see, because I changed the, how you call this, the diaphragm in here. I have a kit from Amazon. It came from China. Where is it? I'm about to open it in front of you guys and see. I don't know if you guys can hear me because the music is loud, trying to overdo the rain. Let's see. Say what? Anything. There you go, much better. That rain is not letting us have fun at all. Might have to. Oh shoot! You guys kind of saw my plate. Whatever. It's a crappy car, anyways. All right. So yeah, gonna open this in front of you guys. Give me a second. Okay, these are the parts that I'm supposed to be replacing. However, I think I'm just missing an O-ring. This does not look promising because I only see one O-ring in there. Might be that one. So you won't know until I take it apart. Okay, this is where the accelerator pump is. This is where I replaced the diaphragm. Hopefully that's the problem. It was, when I looked at it, it was all torn off, so it had to be. I had to have a problem. Is it the reason why I have bad idle and bad throttle response? I'm not sure. I know when you're decelerating, the freaking pump should be one of the problems. So only time will tell. So the problem now, it's like fuel is coming out this hole. So I'm about to take this whole thing apart again, take it off, and see what's going on with that. Wow, guys, wow. You would not believe why it was leaking. I think the thing was bolted with the wrong pattern. I did not follow the bolting pattern. How crazy is this? Let's see. Oh shoot, I cannot leave this orange light. Okay, there you go. Haha. Psych. Clean it with a dirty rag. Every good mechanic does. Like you can tell, I'm not a mechanic. And don't be drinking and working on your project. That shit never turns out well. And then just like that, I only have 10 minutes left. Like I said, I only come here for like 30 minutes to an hour. I'll do this every night. I'm about to put this, I'm about to tighten it up. Tomorrow when I come back, I'm gonna put this on the intake split tube. I didn't have to like do any of the linkages or any of that. Put the tank back up, put the seat back up, start it up, and hopefully we get a happy bike. All right, guys, music stop. The rain's still acting crazy, but I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Okay, guys, I've been coming here every night working on things. I haven't made any videos, so I just decided to start. This started. Anyways, give me a second.